guys, my name is Allison Jacobs. I am a mom of 2 boys and a wife to my husband Eric, and I have been thinking about shooting a YouTube makeup tutorial video for a long time now, but I know there are so many people out there doing it, and I just am like, why do we need one more beauty, they call them gurus. I am not referring myself to a beauty guru, but one more person out there doing makeup tutorials. But hey, why not? I recently got a sample of a product that I loved, the Tarte Guard Tinted Moisturizer, and I've been telling all my friends about it, and we've been talking about it, and it's summertime, and I got inspired to just jump on here and I guess have you guys get ready with me and show you how I do an everyday makeup look. So if you want to see how I got this, then please keep watching. Thanks. All right, so I've already cleansed and gotten my skin prepped. The one thing that I have left to do is I'm going to use this Pharmacy Skin Dew. Let's wait for it to focus, maybe. Come on, focus, focus. There we go. And I'm just gonna spray it all over my face. And that's gonna give my skin this gorgeous shine, glow. Give me a second, this is my first video. Okay, so now we're gonna kind of let that dry into the skin. It feels so good. I mean, living here in Tampa, it gets so hot. I don't know, I just love that product. Now what I'm going to use is this Becca Backlight Priming Filter. And this kind of gives you that lit from within glow. Now I'm gonna be a little extra. Not everybody needs to do this, but I feel like my pores, when I have that glowy primer on, sometimes look a little enhanced right through here. So I'm gonna use a filling primer. It's the Smashbox Photo Finish in the mattifying, pore minimizing. Yeah. So I just take like a dab. I'm gonna press it right in through there, kind of like right above my lip here, because I don't know, I might need to start getting Botox. Happening, I'm aging. So now that we are primed, I actually received a sample of this next product in my Sephora Play box, and I'm obsessed. It's the Tarte Guard Tinted Moisturizer with an SPF of 20. I typically don't use any kind of a liquid foundation. I'm typically just like a powder girl. I feel like my freckles sometimes look weird and it feels heavy, and I don't know. But I tried this product and I'm pretty obsessed. So I'm gonna use a fair amount, about that much. And I'm just gonna put it all on my skin. I mean, it just applies so seamlessly. Once I have it on, and I'm gonna bring it down my neck. And I have tried several beauty sponges. I really am obsessed with this Mikasa Lemon Drop beauty sponge. I feel like it's really good. Like, I don't even wet it half the time. Like, I feel like I don't have to. But oh my, I mean, I feel like my skin looks so pretty. Good to go there. Now we are going to conceal. And this is a little bit extra, this little step that I'm gonna do. Definitely don't have to, but being a redhead and so pale, you can really see all this blue, purple nonsense. I feel like it's gotten worse since I've had my 2 little boys. As you can see also, my background, it's a bar. We're usually pretty well stocked. So anyways, I happened upon this on accident, or started using it the way that I'm about to use it on accident. It's a NYX eyeshadow base. ESB03 is the shade. I think on their website, I feel like it said skin tone. But anyways, the way that I like to do this, I feel like less is more with all of your like skin skin products like your concealers, your foundations, all that jazz. As you get older, I feel like the more you put on or the heavier the formula, the more amplified everything becomes that you're trying to, you know, tone down. So I'm just going in with a concealer brush first. And then I'm just gonna push it in. And then we're gonna, I mean, look, you can totally see that difference, right? And I can see it. And that's just color correcting. That's not concealing. All right, now moving on to cult favorite for concealer. Everybody talks about it. It's the Tarte Shape Tape. Now, I personally, like I said, I'm older. I feel like if I use too much of it, I start looking powdery, wrinkly, and like 10 years older. So I like to get some on the wand. I put it on my hand, just kind of roll it on. Like, there you go. Now, again, I don't know why. I've found this method of applying it with a concealer brush and then tapping it into my skin with my beauty sponge. Again, I don't know why it makes a difference. For me, it does. I feel like it just gives more coverage with less product. I'm going into the concealer and I'm applying it where I need it. Now I'm gonna go in with the sponge and tap it in. Now the excess that I have on the sponge, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do my eyelids with. So the product does layer very nicely. Now immediately before I move on to my next eye, I'm going to set the concealer with this RCMA, another cult classic no color translucent powder. I was using the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I didn't love it. I felt like I really saw every single wrinkle when I put that stuff on. And this stuff, this RCMA powder, is so much cheaper. You can go in, you can put it with a brush, or you can go in and use a beauty sponge. I'm just gonna use the same exact sponge. I know a lot of people, and I think you're supposed to use your beauty sponges damp. I don't know why. I feel like I used to, but there was a time when I was traveling. I'm doing my top lid too, same way. I was like traveling and I was all set up on the bed. I always do my makeup on hotel beds. I don't know why. I feel like I can get the best natural lighting. The bathrooms are always terrible. Anyways, I forgot to wet my sponge and I was just like, ugh, whatever, I'm gonna use it dry. And I was like, I feel like this looks better. So I'm gonna repeat the process on the other eye. I don't wanna cover this up, but look at that. That looks better, right? Okay. I keep asking the camera as if it's gonna respond to me. I don't know how people do this and they look so at ease. I just went over right there. There were some blemishes poking through. So yeah, kind of grabbed that with the concealer. That corner darkness. Yesterday was a rough day. The kids were trying me. They're adorable, but man, they will test. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and set that. Now I pour that RCMA powder like into the lid. That I'm just gonna go right into a little bit of what's left with my lemon drop and just spot check it. Yeah. Now I'm gonna set the whole face using, this is like my favorite. I mean, when I don't wear anything else, even like primer or that tinted moisturizer, I mean, I used to work for Pure Minerals, or I guess now it's Pure Cosmetics, but the 4-in-1 pressed powder is amazing. I love it. I haven't worked at the company in years and I still use it every day, and I play with makeup all the time and I always go back to it. So I'm just gonna use a big powder brush and I'm just gonna go in. So I feel like I look even, but I don't look cakey and I don't feel cakey. Now, if there's anywhere that I feel like I need to like go spot check, I take like a tiny little pencil brush. This is the Morphe E10. All right, now we're gonna bronze, and I'm going in with this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I kind of go like right here on the cheeks and up to the hairline there. Okay, to contour, like lightly contour, I feel like contouring it's about finding the right shade for you. Do you see how like you get this natural shade right here? I feel like a lot of times people will go in and try and contour with their bronzer, but it looks so weird. But that's because that's not like natural, that's not what like a natural shadow looks like. A natural shadow is kind of like gray. It's cool. It's not warm. So I mean, this is very light, but if you're pale like me, it works wonders. It's Sephora. I think it's just called like their colorful powders. I don't know, but it's Tranquil number 26. And I am going to go in to my contour powder. And I feel like powder, especially for beginners, is way easier than cream. So yeah. But I go like right, do you see where you naturally kind of have that shadow, or where your cheekbone ends? There's like a natural hollow of the face. I just kind of go in just like that. And I apply the majority, I want to deposit the majority of that powder closest to my ear, and then I kind of blend down, but not too far. I don't want it to be like super dramatic. So just the difference. Just a little bit more dimension. Once we've done that, let's go ahead and do some blush. I'm going in with Milani's Luminoso. It's just so pretty and affordable. And I like to apply kind of to the apples of my cheek and blend, kind of use this as an opportunity to blend the bronzer and the contour together. So you're still kind of like seeing the bronzer and the contour, but because you're blending it, it's not like 1, 2, 3 different shades. It's just all seamless. You know? So now that we've got our blush on, if you feel like you just kind of want to blend it out a little bit more or just make it look a little softer, you can go back in with your powder brush. Now I'm going to go in and do my brows because this is what I'm working with naturally. And so I love, this is the Benefit Goof Proof pencil, and I am using it in shade, I don't even know if this is focusing. I see people do this little trick. Is it working? Yeah, I don't think so. But it's the Benefit Goof Proof pencil, and it's in shade number 2. So for the eyes, we're gonna just be real quick today because it's really mostly about the skin. I'm gonna go in and just kind of like with an all over brush. And this happens to be an Anastasia brush. I think it came with my Modern Renaissance palette. You can use just like tempera right here if you're really, really fair like me. For most people, that's like a brow bone highlight color. I'm gonna use what you can use, like a face powder, and just kind of even everything out. Maybe I won't use Modern Renaissance. Maybe I'll just, something I've been doing lately, which I think is so pretty, the Milani Luminoso blush already on my cheeks. I'm gonna just use that just kind of on the outer corners of my eyes. Again, that V, I'm gonna use that same brush. And it's just really light and peachy. Kind of drag it kind of across the lid a little bit, but I want the most of the color deposited on that outer section. And you want to go like just a little bit above your natural. So my natural crease is right there, but I'm going just a little bit higher. It opens up your eyes a little bit more. And then on the other side of this brush, like if you have like a small pencil brush, another really good pencil brush, this is the Mikasa E310 brush. I just go a little bit underneath, connect it. Now if you want to be extra, you can go in back with that. This is the bronzer, the Butter Bronzer Physicians Formula, with that same pencil brush. You can just kind of go in to the crease and just kind of define it a little bit more. And now, instead of using a pencil, I'm gonna go in with a dark brown eyeshadow. I'm gonna use Cypress Umber from the Modern Renaissance palette. I really love this palette. It's like a go-to for me all the time. So Cypress Umber is this dark brown shade. I might even actually mix it with the warm taupe. Just lighten it up a little bit because we're going for light and summery and glowy. So just mixed together on the brush. This is a Luxie 221 flat liner brush. And I'm kind of just gonna like dot it on the outer 3/4 of my lash line. And then I'm gonna actually tight line with that as well. And tight lining means you're just gonna kind of like push up under your lash line. For me, I feel like it's almost like I need to do it all the time because my skin is so pale that you can see like my lash, like my skin under my lashes. Oops, wrong color. Once I put on mascara, and it just looks kind of weird. So I usually always do this. And now I'm gonna do some mascara. This is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. Kind of like to roll up. Usually I do my lower lashes first, so when I look up I don't get those dots on my eyelids, but I forgot. Probably because there's a camera in front of me. Okay. And now we're gonna do my favorite part. We're gonna highlight. And I'm gonna use Champagne Pop by Becca and Jaclyn Hill. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe 510 highlighting brush. Okay. And just right there, up on the high points of your cheek. And I'm gonna go right down the center of my nose, not too far down. I do like this for highlight. Chin. Sometimes I'll do a little shoulder highlight too. All right. Now for lips. I was just gonna do this Buxom gloss. This is in the shade Sugar, their full-on lip polish. I don't think I've actually ever gone through a lip gloss before. Like almost done with this tube. I think it's so pretty. You'll see. I got recently a sample of the NARS Orgasm lipstick. Oh, and I didn't say. A lot of people like to highlight their Cupid's bow, and I guess I'll do it just in this video, but I've been so self-conscious lately. I feel like I see all these lines, but a little bit. Okay, so it's just like that natural peachy. It goes with the blush look that we're doing and the eyes. It all works together. But I feel like I want a nice sheen to my lips, so I'm going to go ahead and apply this gloss. Okay. And finally, I'm going to go ahead and set everything. I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It setting spray. I have been using the Urban Decay All Nighter, but recently I wanted to try this. And setting sprays they really make your skin, like your makeup, meld into your skin. So any of those powder products, it makes it look one with your skin. It makes it look as natural as it possibly can, and it keeps your makeup on all day long. So yeah, I hope you guys like the look, and if you're still watching and you've hung out with me this long, I super appreciate it if you subscribe down below. Just hit that button, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.